At the beginning of the previous year when I discovered the band, I remember that I was really enjoying their debut album, and when they announced another one, then I have to say I had really huge expectations, because their first was something really unusual. And it's not like I'm disappointed, but the new one is completely different from the previous one. Anyway, hello there, I'm Anthony, and today we will be talking about Scarcity and their new album entitled The Promise of Rain. But before some introduction to the band. Scarcity is a band that plays experimental black metal, and I think it's one of the most known bands in New York underground. And the band itself has some affiliations with some more popular bands from New York, because two guys from Scarcity are also members of experimental death metal band Piron. And drummer of Scarcity, Lev Weinstein, is also a drummer for Crawleys, for example. And I'm not talking about him without a reason, because when Wayfarer was playing in my city in 2023, before announcement of American Gothic, they told that Isaac Folk won't be able to be on the tour because he had to do something in Blood Incantation, so Lev Weinstein went with Wayfarer instead. And we talked for a while when he was in my city, but the point is that I didn't even know that I was talking with drummer of one of my favorite bands at that time. And I'm still pretty amazed because I got to know about it today. I don't know if he even remembers me, but bro, if you are watching it right now, then cheers. But let's move back to Scarcity. At the beginning I said that the new album is totally different, and that's probably the reason why I like it a little less than the previous one. The beautiful thing about the first one is about playing the same or at least very similar parts on guitar to put us into such a trance and to become faster on some next tracks. If you still haven't listened to their first album, then you have to change it really, because it's literally an otherworldly experience with great psychedelic elements. So, how about the next album? First thing that came to my mind immediately is the lack of psychedelia on the new album, and second is the fact that the new album is much more noisy. And overall it lacks here a little harmony which was present on the previous release. Just listen to the first track of the new album. And I don't mean it's bad because it's still pretty nice, but I just preferred the first track from the first album. But fortunately the second track tries to create such a harmony with repeating those guitars. And what is better, it doesn't happen only once. And the next track is a great example of slow disharmony, I would say. Track number 4 is everything I was talking about before, but I have to say some kind word about track number 5. I mean how drums are enjoyable here and how they amazingly go with everything else on the track. And the last track is definitely the most brutal song on the album, and I really like guitar solos here. And that would be the whole new album of Scarcity. I have to say once again that I liked more Ave Lut, but this new one is a still pretty solid piece of experimental black metal. And I guess people who like more noisy stuff than psychedelic stuff will like the new album more. And that would be all for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy what I do here, then please like this video and hit the subscribe button. I'm grateful for every kind of support and see you in next videos!